So you are going to be given this part already, good to go. And now we need to do machining on this part. And we also need to do the logo that's going to go on to the top of this. So I'll show you this in a couple steps. So the first thing is I'm going to go and make sure I'm in my setup number 2. And I can click Tool Isometric to get the part oriented so that I can see it. And I'm going to do a facing operation. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the tool that I'm going to use, and I'm going to choose number 7.5 inch tool, because that's the largest one we have. And I'm going to say OK. The next thing over is stock selections, and I don't have to pick anything here. Retract height and all of this stuff doesn't need to be changed, nor does this tolerance work. And we don't have to change anything here. The only thing we might need to change, no, we should be okay. All right, so I'm just going to go down here and say OK. And what you'll see is that it generates my tool path for me. So I'm going to hit simulate. And I'll do my simulation. By the way, you can speed this up by doing these kinds of things. Doing this right down here. You can pause this. You can do whatever you like to make it go. And I'm taking a look at this right now. And what I'm seeing is that the last cut, this thing is spinning clockwise. Let's run that again. So what I want to do is I want to make sure it's spinning clockwise, so it's turning into the edge. When it's going down the edge of the part, it's turning in. To the part, trying to keep it from blowing out of the part. Okay, looks pretty good. So I'm going to pause for a second here. So I wanted to show you something here. This is called the step over. You can see the blue line. That represents the center line of the tool as it's going down the part and back and forth and back and forth. And I'm going to actually click on my tool here. We go to the second to last tab. I'm going to change this step over from 0.75 to 0.9. And what this does is this is going to make my distance between the lines be a little bit different. It's going to make it a little bit larger. So you'll notice that we finish at the opposite ends with this. So I'm going to hit simulate. I'm going to run this. And now what happens, hopefully, is that as this part is going down this way on the edge, it's turning into the edge of the box, so that hopefully we get a little bit less chipping out. Here it's turning into the box, and here it is also turning into the box as it takes material out. So much for that. Next thing is going to be about setting up our pattern on the top.